Thanks, Mike, over there on the soundboard. Hey, wave. People can't hear you, but hi.
Lily, the person who writes all the scripts, thank you.
Uh-huh. And Mac, the one who records us.
I ruined it by saying Lily. I thought you were just randomly saying names, and then I realized what you're doing.
Welcome back to Rocket to Anywhere. More like, we're sorry we've been gone so long. So, if you forgot, I'm Corban.
And I'm Sofia.
And we're the show's hosts who want to become household names like Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat.
That's you.
They ring a bell, but you just quite don't remember who they are.
That's you.
Yeah, it's us. Okay, we have one little piece of follow-up. And just a reminder to everyone who is a fan of Just Add Magic that Season 2B, a.k.a. Season 3, I don't know why they do these weird Season 201, 202 things. It released yesterday as of the release of this episode, but for when we're recording this, it's coming on Friday. So yeah, we'll be talking about it on the next episode of the show, episode 45. Well, let's move on to Thought of the Week. I still think I should rename it to Shower Thought of the Week.
No, because they're not all shower thoughts.
Some of them are bathtub thoughts.
Some of them are just sitting alone, all alone in your room, talking to yourself for a couple hours, and then at 3 a.m. you think of it.
Speaking of sitting, it's like the standing chair.
Oh, yeah.
From Odd Squad. Yeah, just like two arms that come out underneath your arms, but you're still standing. You have to watch it. We're going to talk about that today. I should have said that in the opening. Today we're going to be talking about the new Odd Squad movie, the second one, The World Turned Odd. We're also going to be talking about the new Pinkalicious and Peterific show, which is coming to PBS on February 16th, I believe. And then breaking the news of a new PBS show called Luna Around the World, which is coming in fall of this year. But we'll get to that in topics time. First, like I said, Thought of the Week. What do you have?
All right. What if whenever you cracked your knuckles, your fingers would glow like glow sticks? My fingers would always be glowing.
That would be terrible, because it would cause like an arthritis epidemic.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because like I remember, I don't know if it's true, but I remember hearing someone tell me once, like, don't crack your knuckles or whatever, pop your fingers. You're gonna get arthritis. You're more susceptible to it when you're older.
Well, yeah, but like if you do finger exercises and you boy people and you clap your hands and you pray like this with your fingers all cramped up or whatever it's called. Closed, open thing, yeah.
You know, I was talking to someone about arthritis the other day, and they were...
arthritis.
I know, hold on. Well, I said it like that for a reason, because they thought I was saying arthritis, like the disease from the show Arthur, and the kid was like, wait, you have arthritis? Are you going to turn into Arthur? Okay. My thought of the week, I have two, because I know Sofia doesn't want to be talking about Christmas anymore. But so I have two, one Christmas and something just else. So our Christmas tree isn't real, but I can still determine its age by counting the rings of tape on the outside of its box.
Ours isn't in a box, it's in a bag.
It's in a bag. In this case, we can tell by how many different patches we have on the bag, just patching it up every year. Also, this is like a genius one I saw on Reddit this morning that I had to put in. Okay, all movies that say based on a true story, that means they're all a part of the same series.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so based on a true story movies are all a part of the same series. They all happen in the same universe, which is the real world. Just like all Star Wars movies happen in the Star Wars universe. All Marvel movies happen in the Marvel universe, etc. Based on a true story movies happen in real life.
No, they don't.
Well, you know, Hollywood messes with them.
They're not real. They're based on it.
They're the alternate parallel universe versions.
Yeah.
If they were real. Okay, learn a word. Again, this week, a little slight deviation. I'm doing something different. I saw this on the subreddit for words, you know, where people just talk about different words.
Oh, wait. I have something about words.
Okay.
I say them. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so,
Genius.
When you see a typo, do you, like, check if the letter is near the other letter?
Yes, I do.
I do that so much.
Like one time in a chat, I put huge, Yudge, instead of huge. You know, Donald Trump jokes. But someone's like huge, they didn't get it, so I just said, "Oh, Y is next to the H. I meant to put H," and I got out of it like that.
What happened was I said that once, and the person did a typo, and I was like, the letter isn't even near the other letter.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? And I was like, oh, sorry, never mind.
So does your keyboard like wrap around in a sphere
Yeah.
or something? So this week I'm going to be talking about a word, or telling you guys about a word that is made up, but there's a story behind it. So the word is woast, Woste, woast. It's made up again, but this is an interesting story. So here's the story. This isn't my story. This is from a Redditor. My great-grandparents, who lived in England, decided that there was not a good word to describe the wrinkles you get on your hands and feet when you've been in the water for too long, or been in water. Hence the word woast was invented. Here's some examples of the words in use in common speech. Time to get out of the pool, John. Your feet are well and truly woasted. Sorry, I can't read you your bedtime story yet, as my hands are still woasted from washing the dishes. It just says it's been in their family for 3 generations, now with regular usage. Examples are woast, woasting, and woasted. Because, you know, there is no real good word for the wrinkles you get, you know, when you've been in water too long.
Why don't you just call them water wrinkles?
That's an alternate version. Because, like, I would always say, like, my hands have the weird wrinkle thing. Or, like, my hands are scrunched up. Anyway, you probably don't want to be hearing about weird skin things. But that's woast. Okay, let's move on to joke time.
Okay. I wear 2 pairs of pants while golfing, in case I get a hole in one.
I told that, like, 15 episodes ago.
You know what? Just forget it.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
When I noticed in HI in the alphabet, I thought someone was actually going to be my friend. Then I saw the next 2 letters.
Hi, JK.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
Tweet others the way you would like to be tweeted.
Well,
No, that was not just a lisp thing.
that doesn't work though, because like I can tweet Neil deGrasse Tyson and say, "Hey, can we hang out? Like,
No,
you want to
no,
go
no.
get some cookies?"
Not tweet people that you would like to be tweeted by.
Yeah, but like if I tweet him saying I want to
Tweet
hang out,
people the way you would like to be tweeted. So like,
yeah, hey, Neil deGrasse
Say-
Tyson, I want to hang out with you. He's like, "Oh yeah, same you. I
he's
love
not
your
gonna
show."
Say that.
I want to say comforters are superior to quilts, but I don't want to make blanket statements. Someone's laughing out there.
Someone.
Someone.
All right. Somebody's saying this. I actually want to Google the world's funniest joke now, but yeah. Okay, so I gurgled. Okay, I Googled world's funniest joke, and this is what came up. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson were going camping. They pitched their tent under the stars and went to sleep. Sometime in the middle of the night, Holmes woke up Watson and said, "Watson, look up at the sky and tell me what you see." And Watson replied, "I see millions and millions of stars." Holmes said, "And what do you deduce from that?" And Watson replied, "Well, if there are millions and millions of stars, and even a few of those have planets, then it's quite likely that there are more planets like Earth out there. And if there are a few planets like Earth out there, there might be one with life, just like Earth." And Holmes said, "Watson, this means that if you can see the sky, it means that somebody stole our tent." You get it?
No.
Okay, they pitched their tent and they went to sleep.
Oh.
Then
okay,
they woke
okay,
up in the
okay,
middle
okay.
of the night. He was like, "Look up at the sky."
I get it.
And he
I
couldn't
get it.
see the tent.
That's not that funny though.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
not.
say the funniest joke we ever told each other was, did you hear about the terrorist who tried to blow up a bus? He burned his lips on the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, no, it's great. We were laughing.
Yeah, but we said it. We said it at a sensitive time. Nevertheless, we even released it on the week of 9/11. I almost said 7/11. We're sorry, people.
If it was 7-Eleven, that company 7-Eleven or the gas station, whatever, I wonder if it would make it.
We're 9/11. No. You know, there's a little shop down the street from our house. It's called 612.
Yeah.
You're really stretching the limits. You can't do 613 next.
Ooh, I got a good joke. Go, hurry up.
Okay. Here's a good one I saw. Most people are shocked when they find out how incompetent I am as an electrician.
Oh, is it the pun? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
It's not just the person being like, yeah, I'm bad at that.
I'm gonna cut that down so that we just like cut out like those 2 minutes of me trying to explain this joke to you.
Well, I can't.
Boom.
Mom says, "What was that?" I say, "My shirt fell." And the mom said, "It sounded a lot heavier than that." And then the kid says, "Yeah, I was in it."
Someone's just really, really stretching comedy here. That's not funny.
Hey, you've done it, okay?
Your
shirt has fallen off that bed, okay?
With me in it.
Yes, with you in it.
Why were the Dark Ages so dark? Because there were so many nights.
See, that's stretching comedy right there.
You're telling me.
Okay, I don't know if I said this already. Let me say it again.
Yeah, it's your last
because
one.
it's really good. So, this is not a joke. Whoever gave the idea to skip the intros is like underappreciated. They are the best people ever.
No,
You
I
need
hate
to
them.
skip the intros.
If they put that little watch next episode bubble in the bottom right-hand corner before the credits have ended, why are you doing that? People need to watch the credits. Credits are important. You get to learn who created everything.
No, you don't even remember.
Yes, I do. I remember the names of almost all of the ADs on Gordimer. Hi, Otto. My last joke. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot.
Oh, wow, okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's move on to our two topics today, which we'll be talking about the two new PBS Kids shows, because, PBS asked us to talk about them, and anyway, we're recording late because today was the whole big press release where we can, officially talk about it. So, before we go on to it, we're going to be talking about Luna Around the World, Pinkalicious and Peterific, and Odd Squad The World Turned Odd. Luna Around the World hasn't been released yet. It's coming out in fall 2018, but here's what it's about. Luna Around the World follows the adventures of three friends, Leo, a wombat from Australia, Carmen, a butterfly from Mexico, and Andy, a frog from the United States, as they traverse the globe with their parents' traveling performance troupe, Circo Fabuloso. I feel like there should be anyway. Spanish. Each of the Circo stops, Luna the Moon guides the trio as they experience the local language, music, and daily life. The gang's adventures take them across continents from London to Cairo to Beijing, where they explore the food, architecture, and other features that make each region unique. It's from 9 Story Media Group, the company that also produced Peck Plus Cat, Wild Kratts, Daniel Tiger, and Nature Cat. It's coming in fall 2018, and I think it'll be a really good program. But now let's actually talk about something that is coming out very soon, like about within a week of the release of this, and that is Pinkalicious and Peterific, the television version, the TV show version, of the series of books called Pinkalicious, which apparently, since the last time I read it, has added Silverlicious, Aqualicious, and some other, what was it, Emerald what?
Licious.
Yeah, there it is. How would you say that?
Emeraldicious.
Emeraldlicious. It's like that guy. Animalbulance. I'm not hanging up until I can say animalbulance.
The D is silent.
Oh, okay. It's like the first time in grammar or anything like that happens. Okay.
Why?
So, I took a few notes from the first 2 episodes that we were able to watch. And excuse the rustling of papers, because I actually wrote it down on paper. So, give me a second.
Achievements in life.
I know, I'm using paper. Wow.
Yeah,
fun.
wasting trees. What you tell me not to do ever.
Hey, it's not wasted. It was already, it was already dead. It was just lying in my drawers, so I used it. Okay, I'm not going to let it just sit there. Give it something to do, okay?
Yeah,
I sound like tree
purpose.
huggers. Okay, let's talk about the puppy episode first.
Let's talk about that.
The first comment I had when I first saw it was the animation and the design is like spot on, perfect to the books. It looks the same. But then, when we get, classic establishing shot, opening thing. We go into their house, and they all sit on the same side of the table for some reason. Very weird.
It's called being better for 2D animation.
It's also called imitating the Last Supper. Table for 26, please. What was it? No, table for 24? It's like, we're all sitting on the same time.
26. Get it right.
26? I thought there was 12 disciples.
You not counting Jesus or what?
Oh, sorry. Okay. I forgot about him.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, the Last Supper with who? I don't know.
Who? I don't know.
Yeah, the 12 disciples.
It's a great time of fellowship. Anyway, the mom comes and serves pink pancakes, which I'm like, okay. And then pink milk. You lost me there. Why are you going to make your milk pink? Is it like the blue milk thing from like Star Wars? It's crazy.
What?
You know, came and she served him pink milk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who adds food coloring to their milk?
I used to do that.
Okay, I'll do it for you tonight when you go come.
Actually,
when you come back home.
I did that to my water.
I remember they did that once. I was at a convention once, and they served everyone orange water, and I thought it was like orange soda until I drank it. I was like, this has no flavor. Okay. She goes to like an Imagine That sequence, like really like the same as Daniel Tiger. Like, what does he say to cue his thing? I don't remember.
I don't know. All I know is that he says "gorific" at the end.
Yeah, it's like twinkles.
Twinkles.
Twiddles his ears, and it's like, let's imagine that or something like that with Tiggy. Same thing happens in Pinkalicious. Has her imagine that scene, and it goes into this like world like Caillou-ish, you know, it's all white around, and everything else is just, you know, everything's white except for the character and what they're interacting with. Speaking of that, I want to know, what was your opinion on the music?
What music?
The music, like the opening music, the one musical number in the episode.
I never heard any music.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good. It wasn't so bad that you can remember it. But I thought it sounded a bit like Dora, in my opinion. But it was good. The intro song that stuck in my head.
Me.
The intro song was this. Sorry. Okay. Oh, also, when they do songs, they have like a musical note thing in the background. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
So, and that's a lot like the grid, like the graphing paper grid on the background of Pegbo's cat.
Yeah.
There was a funny line in this episode where she's like, Pinkalicious says, it's safe for people, dogs, and people who think they're dogs.
Yeah.
And funny. They accidentally put food coloring into the water of the dog they were taking a bath, which I'm pretty sure that tiny drop of food coloring does not do that, but, you know, it's a kid's show.
It wasn't tiny. She poured like half the bottle.
Well, I just also want to know who buys food coloring in that amount. You can't even get anything that big at Costco.
Good one. It's a TV show, okay? Just let it go.
Well, speaking of letting it go, there's a voiceover at the end. It just ends the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like the same thing said here and all that, it applies to the two episodes we were able to see. The music really sounds like the new Dora and Friends Into the City music, which I had a refresher on because everyone's been watching it.
Not everyone.
I've been overhearing it out of the corner of my ear, if that's even a thing. They also have a make things box that we saw in the second episode about like the present thing, which I felt like was a call, like oh yeah, remember Creative Galaxy? Yeah, that was a show.
I don't even know what you were talking about.
Yeah, okay. There's a show on Amazon called Creative Galaxy. The main character is Agent Owen from Mod Squad. You know, that kid who also plays Dora and Richard and the other guy from Paw Patrol. Like, that kid is everywhere. Well, let's actually talk about the real thing we came here to talk about. And we've been waiting for this since last January because... We have. You said you wanted to see it too.
What did I want to see?
Last January, I was given a list of all the movies that were going to be coming out all the way up to February of 2018. And on the list was Odd Squad.
Incredibles 2?
No. Odd Squad, The World Turned Odd. Incredibles 2.
Oh, that.
Incredibles 2 is going to be good. I can't wait for that to come out. Okay, so let's talk about the new Odd Squad movie. What were your overall opinions on it?
I don't even remember what I watched.
Okay, so the plot line is that I'm doing this all from memory because I don't have it in front of me, but agents Olympia and Otis, along with lab person Una, when going back in time to like go see how Miss O became Miss O, they accidentally mess up something in time. I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, which it's free to watch if you want to go see it. Anyway, they mess up something in time, which by doing that undoes every case ever done in Odd Squad history, which they have to go back and fix. Which, from seeing the trailer, I thought they were going to be doing like manually each case. Apparently not. They just had to fix one
I remember
thing.
now. Okay, yeah. That's
So
what I thought too.
What was your opinion on it?
The way they ended it, it just wasn't. It was like, like going along. It was like progressing, and then at the end they just like chopped it off.
Yeah, it felt like it should have been a bit longer.
Yeah.
Speaking of ends and beginnings, at the beginning, as always, when they do this is my name is Agent Olympia. This is my partner, and then that's like always a different voiceover chopped in. And it always sounds like really offsetting. I think they should re-record it every time, just so that you don't hear that. Also, I realized something. Like, is Miss O a Time Lord?
No.
Because it says she's been serving an Odd Squad for over 100 years.
Yeah, because they don't count weekends.
Yeah, and they don't count weekends. Also, I'm glad the DP or whoever's in charge of doing over, the cinematography stuff has finally decided to stop using continuous shots, because there was an episode a while back where Agent Owen gives Olympian Otis like a huge platter of cheese, where there was a shot that lasted like for 5 minutes straight. They didn't cut. Anyway, they also make a reference to like Time Lord stuff from Doctor Who. Did you hear when Miss O said, or when Una said, "Oh no, the time llamas or the time sharks aren't in control anymore. It's the time llamas."
Well, yeah, but like that's been a thing in Odd Squad for a long time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the thing is, remember how like I told you a while back? I said this on the show that I'm like really seeing so many different connections between Doctor Who and Odd Squad.
Oh.
So they had time sheep, time llamas, and time sharks. Anyway, next thing you know, it's time lords. Okay. Also, I feel like I should have said this at the beginning. The subjects of the episode seem to be patterns using 2D and 3D shapes, and by the end, they even did some arithmetic sequences. I think hair and makeup must have had a blast on this one, having to do everyone's 80s hairstyles.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yes, Una's little time machine gadget thing is basically Captain Jack's time vortex manipulator. They even all had to put their hands on it to get it to work. Come on, you have to admit that's the same.
Well, yeah, whatever.
When Miss O gets into, or at that time, she wasn't Miss O, she was Oprah. Not Oprah, the television host, like Love When O'Donoghue. Like, what am I talking about? O'Donoghue's like, they're like, I know Oprah, and O'Donoghue's like, yeah, everyone knows her, she's on TV.
Mm-hmm.
No, when she's in a fight with her boss, she's like, Sesquipedalian. And I'm like, hey, that's from our show. You never know.
So isn't the only one who doesn't age. O'Donoghue didn't age.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm wondering, is it like a thing that they feed you in like the training school where as soon as you
Neither
become
did
an
Odd
agent...
Todd.
Yeah, but like, are Olympia and Otis gonna age?
I don't think they're gonna show up anymore.
Well, yeah, I think they're gonna give them one more season and that's the end, because their voices are changing, and that's the thing when they kick you off the show when your voice changes.
Oh, you said Olympia and Otis. Oh, okay. I thought for some reason I thought you said Olive and Otto.
No, Olive and Otto were not kicked off. They left. I think their contracts was up or something. I mean, they went, and then kid who plays Olive went to go play Diana on Anne, and I'm like, no, man, I can't unsee Olive. Oh, that's not right. Then Otto went to go do something for Disney, didn't he? I think he went to go do something for Disney. Anyway, I had a slight side note thing in Odd Todd's little suit, like his thing that kept jamming.
Mm-hmm.
Little wrenchy. That's basically Clippy from Microsoft Office. So, someone will get that. Other than that, visual effects, great improvement from last year's movie. So much better. Still needs help, but it's better. And Odd Todd's agents, they shouldn't have all started with O's. I think they should have started with T's.
That's too much work.
But it wouldn't have been hard because those agents aren't even real. I mean, oh, well, you see, Owen's name would have to be changed, or I guess so. Yeah. Would have been cool to have everyone named like Timothy, Tommy, whatever. And we get another Schmumbers reference in this one. I'm starting to realize I think Schmumbers is a monopoly, economics thing. They run almost practically everything. They run comics, they run toothpaste, they run the juice, they run everything. They even make cars. They do all sorts of stuff. And then this guy who has like Future Toast, he tells him, "Oh, what does the Future Toast say? It says you should buy gold." Okay, well that's all. Just little bits and pieces here from there, from the new Odd Squad movie. So rating it, 10 being best, 1 being worst. What do you think?
8.
8? Okay. I was thinking somewhere around...
I was going to say 6, but I'm nice, so I say 8.
I'm saying 7. There's some things that could use help, but I mean, for being an educational television show, children's show for that matter, they did a good job. I mean, they always do a good job. Tim always does a great job. Hi, Tim, if you're listening still. I don't know why you listen. Oh, well, that's going to be all for this week. As for recommendations, I guess recommend go check out the Odd Squad movie. Go check out Pinkalicious and Peterific. Also, when I say that, I'm not saying those are two different shows. Pinkalicious and Peterific, that's the name of one show. Someone, I was telling them about this, like, 2 different shows about, like, same universe? No, it's the same show. Okay, well, thanks for listening this week. Hopefully you didn't find this too boring. If this is your first time, please subscribe. You can find the best way for you to subscribe at rte.space/listen. Cow. Man, I keep telling myself I'm going to make that work. I need to get around to it. Oh, wait, no, I did. I did make it work. It actually does work. I forgot I did that. Yes, go to rte.space/cow. It redirects you to Blimey Cow. If you have some time, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And if you have any suggestions, want to send us jokes or whatever, you can email us, rocket2anywhereshow@gmail.com, or tweet at us at RTA Show. Show notes for this week's episode, if you want to get a link to the Odd Squad movie to watch it or any of the press releases, that's rta.space/44. And I'm on Twitter at Corban Garcia.
And I'm on Instagram at Coolio_photography.
And can you spell that for the uncool people?
KOOLIO. Coolio.
Okay.
I'm tired, okay? I'm sorry.
We'll be back week after next to talk about Just Add Magic Season 2B. But until then, this rocket has landed
with a bang.